This scene feels like Cassian is going through a change of jurisdiction. I started writing about it as a border crossing at first, but not quite. The scene functions like Cassian is crossing a threshold into a high security facility. As he awakes, his immediate panicked check of his missing belongings and the relief of finding the blue kyber crystal still in his possession mirrors the frantic internal audit of a new inmate realizing he has survived his first night in a shared cell. Skeen's decision to stand topless in the biting Aldhani air is a classic move of prison yard dominance. By exposing his torso in the cold, he signals that he is harder than the environment and has nothing to hide, creating a psychological transparency that he knows Cassian can't match. He uses his own body as a rap sheet, displaying tattoos like the crate head and by the hand to see if Cassian recognizes the visual language of the Imperial Youth Centers. When Cassian confirms he was in the Sippo Youth Center at 13, the dynamic shifts. There's a grudging respect, maybe the start of a grudging bond. They're graduates of the same cage. The neatly laid out inventory of Cassian's belongings on the cloth acts as a formal cataloguing of a ghost's life. Among the items are a heavy NW-20 Briar pistol inherited from Clem and a second, smaller Corsair service pistol, I assume stripped from Cyril Khan. You can see the Primor logo on it. Skeen uses these details with a little confirmation from Cassian to deduce he left wherever he was before in a hurry. Beside the weapons lie hexagonal Imperial credits and a replacement power cell for the MW-20? Something like that. The practical kit of a man who is there for a fight and a payout rather than the camaraderie. This inventory confirms to Skeen that Cassian is a pragmatist rather than a true believer. The rebellion in this moment behaves exactly like the system it claims to oppose. Audit first, trust later, if ever. Cassian's refusal to explain, to confess, to declare motive makes him illegible and may be the only reason he survives crossing this threshold. Treating people as data points to be managed is possibly the worst habit to learn from the Empire, but possibly necessary here nonetheless. The philosophical weight of the encounter rests on the proverb, "The axe forgets, but the tree remembers." In this metaphor, the Empire is the axe, a bureaucratic machine that chops away at lives and cultures with total indifference, forgetting the wounds it leaves as soon as the blade is wiped clean. The rebels are the tree, carrying the scars in their very grain, growing around the trauma until the memory of the blade becomes the core of their identity. The way he presents it, Skeen isn't there for a political idea, he is there because the tree has been chopped so much it's become an axe itself and it's looking to start chopping back. When Cassian warns that things always break at the weakest point, he is looking for the structural flaw that will get them killed. Skeen deduces that Cassian is talking about Nemik and Cinta, the youngest members of the group. But Skeen refuses the concept altogether. This glass is tempered, it doesn't have a weak spot. From Nemik's belief and Cinta's martial abilities to the Imperial man with a plan, Skeen seems to be suggesting he's worried Cassian himself is the weak point he seeks. As the scene concludes, Cassian remarks that he is only there to win and walk away, but Skeen's sarcastic parting riposte shows what he thinks of anyone's chances of achieving that. "Wouldn't that be lovely?" he says, slamming the gate on the possibility. Because as Skeen knows all too well, once you cross this threshold and the axe starts swinging, nobody ever truly walks away clean.